All right, we should be working. What is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Let me turn off the camera. We might turn it back on later now that we're starting the real deal. The real deal. But we are back. It is Saturday, which means you know what's going on. I got my general juice in my hands, and we're having a good night so far. It has been a good night. The woman is actually asleep, nice and early. She's not doing any nonsense like last week because listen, me and her both have our hobbies. This is obviously my hobby. I come on Saturday nights, especially. I play some Advance Wars. At least that's what I've been doing for the last 3-ish months. I like to come in, play some video games, maybe aside from that listen to a little bit of music, but that's what I do. I drink my whiskey, I drink my general juice, I play my general game, and we're good to go. And my girl, her outlet usually on Saturdays is we have like 4 bars that are all like within a mile away. And some of them like to do things like karaoke, and the woman loves her some karaoke. And normally that's a-okay. I don't mind if she goes out to a bar, does herself some karaoke, and then walks herself back home. That's all good. But last week when she went out, she, because she might listen. My girl's gotten I guess some lore. My girl has gotten 2 DUIs, both of which were kind of bullshit, but also one of them was like, what did you expect? Because the first one was at least, I don't know if anybody remembers the pre-COVID days anymore. But back in the day, we used to be a real country. And we used to have 24-hour Walmarts back in the day. Back in the ye old days, the Walmarts would be open 24 hours. And at the time, she was homeless, and she had her son living with her, my stepson. He's now 18 years old. He would have been obviously a wee chap back then. He would have been like 7 or 8 at the time. And yeah, maybe about 8 years old. So she had been posted up in a Walmart parking lot, and it was time to wind down for the night. So she had her car on to have the heat on, and it was the end of the night, and she was going to park at that Walmart for the night, and she had busted open the booze bottle and got a tap on her glass from the police officers. And technically, she had her car running, keys in the ignition, with alcohol on you. That's illegal, mate. Can't be doing that. Now, in my mind, does a homeless woman posted up in a Walmart parking lot need to be who catches your ire for a DUI? No. Like, again, as a technicality, like, yeah, my girl was in the wrong. So, like, it is what it is. But this is like 10 years ago. And then within a couple months, because when we were going through all this legal stuff, I had seen that she had a second DUI charge like 2 months after tops, maybe a month after. And I looked at that and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, you got a DUI and you got a DUI again? And I don't know if it's that she has bad friends. I don't know what it is. But nobody told her. And most likely somebody within the legal system informed her, and she just was having horse blinders on and didn't even hear it. But in case any of y'all are ever wondering, if any of you ever get a DUI, when you get pulled over after that, they are going to ask to breathalyze you. Basically every single time. You have a DUI on your record, they're going to make sure you are not drinking. Well, they had asked my girl if she wanted to do a breathalyzer and do all the sobriety stuff. And she said no. So they basically charged her with a second DUI for failing to do a field sobriety test. Which normally, I mean, I'm sure there's some legal loopholes that you can get yourself through to not do. But she already had a DUI on her record. And it was just not the most wise decision that she could have made at the moment. And obviously, now, later in life, she realizes this. But, you know, yeah, that has been a lot of fun to have to deal with through all that bullshit. But yeah, my girl likes to, like, now she's got her license, everything's all good. And it's a good thing we live near bars because then it allows her to be able to be at home, just drink a couple beers, walk over to the bar, walk over, do some karaoke, have her a grand ye old time, and then walk back at the end of the night. And that's usually what she does. And last week, I think like not too long after I finished streaming the final training mission, my girlie called me and was like, hey, what time do I got to be home? And I mean, I basically give her the same answer all the time. It's like, listen, you got work tomorrow. Just be home in time to get an appropriate amount of rest. That's what I need you to get. So she was like, okay, cool. And I let her go. And maybe a couple hours later, I wake up in the middle of the night to my daughter waking up. And she woke up, had to go to the bathroom. So she went, and then she wanted to cuddle with Mama. Well, Mama was still not home at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I got the baby back to sleep. And then I ended up calling her. No answer. Called her on Messenger. No answer. And I just kept getting nothing. And time keeps rolling on. Eventually, it hits like... I started calling her at maybe like 2... Well, my daughter woke up around 2 in the morning. So probably around 2:30, I started calling her a shitload. At like 3:30, 3:45, I had still not gotten an answer from her. So I ended up... We have a roommate home. So, you know, there was an adult in the house, and my daughter had gone back to sleep. So I actually went driving around to try and find her. And no luck. And I was most definitely freaking out. Like I shouldn't have been. I was a little paranoid. But it's like, you know, we live right next to, you know, in this part of Illinois, what's known as the Fox River. All these bars are on the riverfront. And it's like, oh, bro, like... I'm getting into paranoia mode, thinking like, what if this dumb bitch landed herself in the river? Like, I'm thinking of all sorts of bad things, especially when she's not answering. I had even called the non-emergency police number and was like, hey, you know, did you find a woman named Catherine Williams? I shouldn't have actually said her name. Nobody watches these anyway. Who gives a fuck? Plus, Cat Williams is like a super, you know, Mr. Tang Tang. Like, you know, we got comedians with that name. We're good. It's a pretty common name. But regardless, I was like, have you found her? And they were like, no, we haven't. And I had figured if they would have picked her up, it would have been because she would have been like passed out somewhere on the side of the road. And they hadn't found her. But sure enough, that's what had happened. I don't know if there's a bench somewhere around the bar she was, but she had gotten ready to leave and the world was spinning a little too much. So she decided to sit down and not take a nap, but just kind of sit down to compose herself. And it didn't work. She ended up passing out regardless. So, yeah, I didn't get a call from her until like 4 in the morning. And she said she was on her way back home. And I was like, well, where are you? And she's drunk. And she's like, I don't even know. I was like, well, listen, I'm going to send you a text message. Just click on the directions. Just follow the blue line home. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to know where you are. You don't have to know shit. All you have to do is follow that blue line home. And she ended up finding her way home eventually. I don't know how, but I was definitely quite pissed off at her last week for letting herself get too far gone to where she had a hard time just walking home without passing out. It's even funnier, she ended up losing her glasses. So, she couldn't really see anything, and she still hasn't found them. She actually tried to drive around and see if she could find where she was posted up, and she has not been able to find those glasses. Cheap whiskey. Good. I'm about to finish my last little bit of drink here, and then we're going to get started on this for real. I believe the first mission, I put in the title, it's called It's War, I believe. And I don't know if this is like super true. I don't know if this is like the real deal. But apparently I do not have to play through this game a second time, because when I was looking at the mission lists, it's like missions 15, 16, 17, 18. There is actually an Andy set, a Mac set, and a Sammy set. So there would have actually, in 2 playthroughs, there would have been no way to get through all of those missions in 2 playthroughs. I would have needed a total of 3 to get through it. And I was about ready to be like, listen, if it's going to take 3 playthroughs of this game to unlock rivals, then I'm just going to beat the game once and do the war rooms, and I'm good. I don't need anything else besides that. But luckily, it says, I don't know if this is true on the GBA or if it's talking about the Switch. I don't really know. But it says that after you beat the game and you go back to the map, it shows you all of the white flags that will be other missions that can be done. And doing all of those will unlock you rivals. So I'm super hoping that that is the case, because obviously then I wouldn't have to play through this game even twice. I would just have to do, what, like 12 more extra missions, and then we're good to go. So I'm hoping that is what it is, because if it is what it is, then it be what it do, and I'll be all the happier. But I don't, unfortunately, think I will be able to find out if that's going to be the case officially until I beat my first playthrough. So let's just take a couple drags, take our last few sips, and we'll get started. I always enjoy my little hangout time before I start gaming. For cheap whiskey, still a good time. All right. Alcohol consumed. Time to do some of that weed smoked. I'm not going to lie. I've been waiting for this for a while. Like, the field training missions have been fun, but now that I know that the streams have been working and that everything has been cool, now it's time for the real deal. And the sooner I finish this, the sooner I will be able to go and get myself like some proper dinner. I had like half a plate, but I need like a full on I need a full-on plate. I shall reward my war efforts with a meal. Perfect. All right. Let's get it started. Campaign new. Orange Star forces. Here so soon? But wait, something's not right here. No one leave Orange Star's capital city unguarded. Which means a new commanding officer? Ha ha ha. Excellent. I've lost a few battles lately, but no more. An Orange Star army without Nell is no match for me. Time to teach this raw recruit what war is all about. And last time I got a B rank on this. I'm Andy. Pleased to meet you, Jackal. Mission 1, it's war. Jackal, Andy, do you read me? Nell, is that you? Is this a transceiver? Bro, Andy is like Luffy, but not Luffy. He is exceptional. That's right, Andy. I'll be using it to contact you from here on out. As this is your first real command, I wanted to check up on you. No worries here. This is going to be easy. Oh, Andy, you're nothing if not enthusiastic. Let me give you a few words of advice. First, let's talk about your CO power. You can use your CO power when the power meter is full. The meter fills up gradually over the course of battle. Once it's full, well, I'll cover that when the time comes. When I also have to tell you about the terms of victory. The terms of victory explain what you need to accomplish to fulfill a mission. You see the intel on the map menu, select it, and you'll see 3 new menu items. Terms, status, and CO. If you select terms, I'll explain what you must do on that map. You should also take a look at the other 2 items when you have the time. There's lots of useful intel in there. Okay, Andy, you listen to Jackal and do your best. Good luck, Jackal. Take care of Andy. Okay, this seems pretty easy. Puncture this guy. Oh, we'll put on the camera a bit. Watch my stony baloney face up here. Do 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 do. And you're not going to be able to touch me no matter what. Bah! Anybody who might be binging Advanced War content, just know I will essentially never, ever, ever Ooh. Ooh! Perfect. I am never going to turn off the, I'm never going to be turning off the animations. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't plan on speedrunning. So I don't need none of that. You stay there. And then... Alright, puncture him up. Give him the bullets. Attack you, bullets. All right, end it up. Let him retreat. All right, this is unfortunate. Hmm. All right. Eliminate the... I don't even want to call it a threat. Calling it a threat seems... Seems like kind of a lie. Hmm. I may be risking one small tank. That's who seems to be at risk here the most. Boom. There we go. Nice. But I do have a whole bunch more. How far do you shoot? Get my boy over here. Alright, now we can do a stupid blizzard. Blizzaga! Really? Can he fit there? Hmm. Rockets are always so fucking dangerous. Okay, he's in my range too. Kept. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Mmm. Oh, that's such a bummer. Fuck! I didn't anticipate that. pew. Yeah, see, this is the motherfucker right here. That was the one. I could have sworn I checked it and it was good. All right. My power meter's full. I'm not going to read through all this. Are my directions clear to you? Nope, not at all, woman. Ooh, and not a single point displayed of damage. Okay. Shoom. Just a massacre. No more Blue Moon. So what do they have? They have a rocket, a medium tank. What else do they got? All right. We're good. We are good. I am kind of passing out a little bit. I am a sleepy sheep. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Oh, so much damage. Cause that recon unit will clean up through the. Steal their cities. Wait, where was it at? Huh. Capture these bases. Come on. Oh, you can definitely take him. Capture a building. Capture a building. Woof. This man is about to get one of those old school RPG pincer attacks. And whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, the bait actually worked. The bait actually worked. There we go. 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 All right, I'm going to turn my camera off. I am looking ghastly right now. There we go. Splosium. Give him the splos. No. No. You can do your blizzard all you fucking want. That is not a move that bothers nor concerns me now. Apply it up. No. No. Get rid of your stupid fucking snow. That's bold of you. Mm. Hmm. Oh. Oh, it's that here. Um. Hmm. No more? Other than this guy blowing you up. Burn it to the ground. Man's just letting himself go. Letting the fates be what they may. Alright, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I am very tired at this point. Alright, I lost again. Who in the world are you? My name's Andy, and I'm the CO. This is my advisor, Jackal. Advisor? We needed no advice when I was in the Orange Star Army. Rumph, rumph, rumph. Be that as it may, Jackal Andy. I'm like to take a lot. It takes a lot to best me. I'll remember your names. Mark my words. Hey, Grandpa, fries in the bag. Who are you? Who am I, you ask? Throughout Orange Star, I was known as Nell's Papa. Well, that's right now. What? No. That's not what I was being nice to. You watch yourself, little boy. All right. Hey, I got an A rank this time, even while a little sleepy, even while falling asleep a little bit. I managed to get oh, hell yeah. All right. Well, that is it for It's War, guys. Next time we start on with the next map. Not sure what it's called, but whatever the next map is. But yeah, I had a good time. Oh, everything hurts now. Everything hurts when you've gotten real old. Oh. Tomorrow I'm gonna watch some One Piece. I don't know. I gotta figure out a new game that I want to play. I haven't figured out a new game yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of the requirements in that. Oh, all right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up pretty early today because I am real tired. It's been a good week overall. It was my birthday this week, which was nice. Unc got to celebrate his 35th birthday. That's nice. All right, let's put this stuff on and then we'll get out of here. I'm going to cut my hangout session here at the end just a little bit more. All right, cool. Well, that's it for the day, guys. Hope you all had fun. I will be back next week, same time. I'll be back for the next mission, so I will see all of y'all then. Till then, guys.